Welcome back to part 2. 100 kilometers south of Sigachik is when the landscape starts to transform from what you have seen in part 1 into something straight out of the fairy tales. From roughly 300 kilometers around NWT and Yukon border, you experience a landscape that I personally have not seen elsewhere in Canada. Not that I can claim I've seen it all, but I can say it really is unique, something comparable to what you see in Google images of Iceland's landscape. You see tundra plants like Arctic willow, caribou moss, Labrador tea, and bearberry. You see alpine and mountain plants, forest and wetlands plants like black and white spruce, fireweed, cotton grass, sedges, and bog cranberry, mosses, and lichens. These plants are primarily adapted to cold and low light conditions. Many of these plants have short growing seasons and grow close to the ground to avoid the harsh winds. To me, that seems like an exposed permafrost patch. Please let me know what you think in the comments section. Many of these plants along the Dempster Highway have been used by the indigenous peoples for medical and nutritional purposes, such as Labrador tea, bearberry, and fireweed. This is where my favorite landscape on the Dempster Highway starts. The natural light, the color of the landscape, the texture of the clouds, the quietness, peacefulness is not relatable. You have to experience it yourself. Subhanallah. Traveling in October, I barely saw wildlife along the Dempster Highway except for a bear that I captured will be coming up next shortly. But they are supposed to be caribou, grizzly and black bears, moose, wolves, muskox, Arctic fox, and beavers. Did you know that Dempster Highway is a prime location for bird watching? It offers habitats for different migratory and resident bird species. Birds that are found here are golden eagle, gerfalcon, rough-legged hawk, snowy owl, common raven, peregrine falcon, sandhill crane, and tundra swan. The rich color of the vegetation, the ever-changing texture of the sky, stillness in the wind, unique fragrance in the atmosphere, freshness in the air, the feeling of being in sheer wilderness, all combined gives you a feeling that this place is out of this world. I stopped here for a little bit to check out the grizzly bear. It seems to be following a zigzag path. Underneath the vegetation is the permafrost. To me, it looks like a patch of disturbed permafrost because it really looks like melting active layer and a tiny creek stemming from it. Let me know in the comment section below if you think that this erosion is because of the thawing of the permafrost. Passing through these unique landscapes gives you a feeling that you're on top of the world. Like an eagle, you can see miles away on the horizon. You can see valleys, creeks appearing like rivers, hills and mountains, meadows and pastures in a cyclopean vision. To me, the 300 kilometers around the Northwest Territories and Yukon border, the landscape surrounding Eagle Plains, appear as an intergalactic passageway. Subhanallah, let's leave it at that. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the upcoming last phase of my journey on the Dempster.